This is the DuroStar DS10000E gas-powered portable generator, and I've had it for a while now, just in time to prepare for hurricane season and those less-than-convenient power outages. I wanted to share my honest thoughts on this, so if you've been considering something for your home or even a job site, I hope this helps you. To start with, let's talk about how it looks and the first impression it gives when you get it out of the box. The DuroStar DS10000E has a rugged, heavy-duty design that speaks volumes about its durability. It's built with solid metal components and coated in rust-resistant materials, which is reassuring, especially if you're going to be using it outdoors a lot. It does look a little intimidating at first because of its size and the open-frame style, but once you get into using it, you see why it's built that way. The red and black finish is a nice touch as well. The wheels and handle are really handy for moving it around, though I will say it's not as lightweight as I had hoped, but we'll get to that later. When I first brought it home, I wasn't sure just how complex it would be to set up and start using, but I was pleasantly surprised. The manual is clear, and the assembly part was relatively straightforward. Everything from the handles to the wheels was nearly pre-installed, so that was a time saver. Adding the oil and fuel was simple enough to figure out, which made it feel less overwhelming. Once I started it up, the electric start proved to be super convenient. It's literally as easy as turning a key. There's also a recoil start just in case the battery ever gives up, so it felt like a decent backup option. Now let me share how it performed based on my personal experience. The generator has 10,000 starting watts and 8,000 running watts, which felt like more than enough to power my mid-sized house during a test run. I connected it to some essentials: my refrigerator, a few fans, lights, and even my coffee maker. It handled all of that without breaking a sweat. There's also an option to switch between 120 volts and 240 volt power, which is handy, especially if you're thinking about using it with an RV or heavier appliances. One feature that really stood out for me is the idle control. If you're like me and concerned about fuel efficiency, this makes a big difference. The engine automatically adjusts when the power demand is low, saving gas and reducing the noise levels significantly. Speaking of gas, it holds up to 8.3 gallons, and with a moderate load, it ran for nearly 10 hours, which is very decent for emergencies. Let's get real about what worked and what didn't. The best part for me is that this generator gives a versatile power supply with multiple outlets for different purposes. There are standard household GFCI outlets, twist lock options for RVs, and even a 50 amp outlet for really heavy loads. I also like that it operates on a cast iron frame, making it feel both durable and long-lasting. The safety features like the low oil shutoff and carb compliance give me peace of mind that I'm using something safe and environmentally conscious. On the downside, the noise level is something to consider. At about 72 dB, it's not exactly whisper quiet. You'll definitely hear it running, especially during long outages or overnight use. I placed it farther away from the house during my tests to minimize the noise, but if you're in a neighborhood or campsite, managing the sound output might become a bit of an issue. Another small inconvenience is its weight. It weighs over 230 pounds, and even though the wheels and handle make it somewhat portable, it wasn't the easiest to move around. I needed help lifting it into storage. The total harmonic distortion, or TD, is another point worth noting. It's over 12%, which means it might not be suitable for sensitive electronics like laptops or smartphones unless you use a surge protector. While that's not a huge deal breaker for me since I'm primarily using it for household appliances, it is something to consider if you're planning to power more delicate devices. In conclusion, the DuroStar DS10000E is a powerful, reliable generator that checks a lot of boxes if you're looking to prepare for emergencies or need reliable backup power. From my experience, it's perfect for keeping a mid-sized house running smoothly or for someone who needs to support various tools on a job site. It's not 100% hassle-free. The weight and noise do require some planning, but I think the performance and fuel efficiency more than make up for it. I'd recommend this for anyone who needs serious power and is okay with a bit of a trade-off in portability and noise. I will share detailed information about the DuroStar DS10000E gas-powered portable generator in the comment section, everyone. Thank you for watching.